Hey guys, so I'm fine recording this video. I'm pretty sure I started like some months ago, and I was planning on doing this video. So yeah, so apparently who's in here made his own mastercase. It made his own mastercase of video games, so Histrobea and stuff. So I don't know how much I'm going to play of this, but yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume a bit down, link to the original video down below, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I found it quite interesting. I especially did like the map though. I did remember that. Really spectacular. I thought one was open war or linear. Pretty sure a linear without weird that did have something to do with the story. But yeah, you didn't see the video. Make sure to check it out before you watching this. All the different ones you see. See some rock creature. I didn't. You also saw some fire and water creature. There was a snake or a platypus. Didn't get a good look at it. Alright. I also wanted to get on my own multi playing the game. Link to the bottom of my channel down below if y'all want to know more about that. Oh, he's a horse. Oh, it's more like a cow than interesting. I forgot there's a transformer in there that oh Canada. Hello, let me rewind that. I always been nervous about wild Histrobes when we been stacked. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Battle escape inventory thing. People. Okay. That's still over? I did. So relevant. They said water. You gotta be cat with playing with the cars level. Blah blue. So here's water, storage back, attain for scene, quest, say set in inventory scene, okay. In brawl, fire. I'm pretty sure that's the game. Okay. We got some banner and stuff. There. I didn't. It could have been him then. Yeah. Yeah. Histrobea Chronicles.
Hello, everyone. What you just saw was the reveal trailer for my latest project, which, if you follow my channel, you may know has been in development for quite some time. As the
I
title of this
don't
YouTube
know if
video would
Kobe's in the
suggest,
background.
I am creating an original
Probably
monster-catching
yeah.
video game of my very own, which I
Forgot,
hope to
I
turn into its
did. I
own
forgot.
fully fledged series, both for my YouTube channel and potentially beyond that. The name of this game is Histrobea Chronicles, and it looks to introduce an entirely new world for you to immerse yourselves in as viewers, and eventually as players. I'm sure many of you already have a lot of questions, which is why I am now going to take a little bit of time to explain to you all in a little more detail just what this project is, what I plan to do with it, as well as explain a little more about the world of Histrobea Chronicles and introduce you to some of the characters you just saw. So like I said, Histrobea Chronicles is an original monster-catching game of my very own creation, and yes, it is an actual video game that is intended for you to actually be able to play yourself someday. I, along with a team of developers I have assembled, have been working on this project for a very long time, and I need to give a shout out to them first and foremost, because without my team, I would have never been able to make this happen. If you want to find out more about my team and who they are, links to them will be left in the description box below, and I highly recommend checking them out. With that said though, when thinking about what I wanted to do with this project, I wanted to create something that was all my own, that I could do whatever I wanted with, and that would actually be playable instead of just in a video format like I have done in the past.
Exactly.
I also wanted to push myself to do something greater with this project, and raise the ceiling of what I previously
had some gameplay
Histrobea Chronicles
so far as far as my project.
Before we get into any more background details, however, why don't I go ahead and actually introduce you to the world of Histrobea Chronicles itself. This world is filled with beauty, wonder, mysteries, secrets, and of course, the titular Histrobea. Histrobea are creatures that inhabit this world, and they are the source of much of this world's intrigue and majesty. There are many different kinds of Histrobea that exist in this world, and they all have amazing abilities and unique traits that make them fascinating to interact with. During your adventure in Histrobea Chronicles, you'll have a fateful encounter with a certain Histrobea that will depend on how you play the game, and they will be the Histrobea that you start your adventure with. You've already seen glimpses of them throughout this presentation, so let's go ahead and formally introduce them. The first of these fateful Histrobea that you might encounter at the beginning of your adventure is Kubron. Kubron carries the earth attributes, which are traits that determine the overall physiology of the Histrobea, as well as things like what kind of moves they can use in battle. Kubron is a soft-spoken, kind Histrobea that will become a close friend to anyone who is lucky enough to cross paths with one. If you play your cards right, you might just be able to encounter one yourself and make Kubron your first partner in Histrobea Chronicles. Meanwhile, the second Histrobea that you have a chance to encounter early on in the game is Bublu. Bublu is a Histrobea with the water attribute, and it comes off as shy and somewhat timid, yet curious. So if you're able to come across one during your adventure, you might just be able to make it your partner if you can win over its pure demeanor. With that said, however, Histrobea come in all different kinds of personalities, and the third Histrobea you may encounter at the start of your adventure has a personality all its own. This is Pecute, and Pecute is an air attribute Histrobea. Unlike some of its peers, Pecute are very brash and headstrong, and can even be described as cocky. If you end up coming across one, it could be a challenge trying to make one your partner, but if you're able to, you will have made a powerful ally that will prove extremely valuable during your adventure. The fourth Histrobea you may meet at the beginning of your journey is a fire attribute, and it is known as Embrol. Embrol have a personality that is as fiery as their hooves, and they are easily perturbed and annoyed. That's not to say that they're unpleasant, however, because it's not unlike them to warm up to people and other Histrobea either, once they get to know them. If this is the Histrobea you end up coming across first, you can consider yourself lucky. Finally, there is one more Histrobea that you have the chance to come across at the start of your adventure, as there are 5 of these fateful Histrobea that you will potentially be able to meet, depending, once again, on your actions at the beginning of the game. This 5th Histrobea is Voltup, and Voltup is a thunder attribute. Voltup are a mix of curious, friendly, playful, and gentle all in one. They are also loyal, so if you find a Voltup and make it your partner, you'll have a Histrobea that is sure to always stay by your side. Altogether, these are the 5 fateful Histrobea that you can start your adventure with in Histrobea Chronicles. Each one of them makes for an excellent partner, but each of them also have their own unique qualities, so I'd certainly be interested to hear which of them you would like to start your own adventure with. With that said, there is still one more Histrobea to introduce you all to that we saw a little earlier. This particular Histrobea is a special one, as not only is it the official mascot of Histrobea Chronicles, but it is also the Histrobea that the entire story of Histrobea Chronicles revolves around. This is Fulkachi. Fulkachi is a very mysterious Histrobea, as it is almost never seen by people, and is only known by most thanks to stories. However, it is the subject of immense interest, and many are trying to find this Histrobea for themselves in order to discover its secrets and learn what it is truly capable of. As one of the main subjects of this game, and as the face of this series as well, you will be seeing a lot of Folkachi, both within the Histrobea Chronicles project and throughout my channel as well. So I hope you enjoy Folkachi and look forward to seeing more of it in the future. This world isn't just filled with Histrobea, though. In the world of Histrobea Chronicles, you'll also encounter a very colorful and interesting cast of characters that you'll be able to interact with at every turn. And every one of them, whether it be a simple townsperson or someone more significant, will have something interesting to say and to offer you. So talking to everyone you meet and seeing what they have to say is definitely part of the fun in this game. With that said, though, why don't we go ahead and get a little more familiar with the world of Histrobea Chronicles itself. This is a map of the setting of Histrobea Chronicles. It depicts a province known as Westild, and Westild is brimming with just about every kind of locale you can think of. From mountains, to forests, to deserts, to big cities, to small towns, Westild is a beautifully expansive place that is just waiting to be explored. And explore you will be able to do, because Histrobea Chronicles is also an open world game. Right from the outset, you will be able to decide where you want to go and when, as you progress on your adventure to obtain one of every known Histrobea species and find the mythical Folkachi. Of course, however, there are many things that are happening in Westild, and part of your exploration will involve diving into the story that is set to unfold here, as the first few events of the game set it into motion. It is going to be a wonderful mix of freedom and narrative, and I hope you'll look forward to it. Along with exploring Westild, though, there is another element of this game that is important to touch on, and that is who you'll be exploring it with. I would like you all to meet Rome, the main protagonist of Histrobea Chronicles, and the character you will be taking the role of throughout your adventure. Histrobea Chronicles puts a considerable amount of focus on a narrative-driven experience, and therefore Rome's role within this story is much more than that of just a player avatar. He has his own story to tell too, and as you play, it'll be up to you to discover what Rome's role is in all of this as well. However, Rome isn't the only person with an important role to play, because you will also be seeing a lot of a young girl named Tiva as well. Tiva becomes close friends with Rome during the early parts of Histrobea Chronicles, and before she knows it, she finds herself wrapped up in the thick of Rome's quest to find the mythical Folkachi, making her another very important piece to the story of this game. The characters of Histrobea Chronicles have as much to do with this world as the Histrobea themselves, and I hope you'll look forward to meeting more of them and finding out what they all have to offer. Now, before we end off here, I'd like to give you all some insight on what to expect from Histrobea Chronicles as a series. As I mentioned, it is a game that is intended to be fully playable someday, but as a fully playable game, it is going to take a while to put together. My team and I have been working on this for a while, but between the gargantuan amount of effort that is required for a project like this, and the fact that I myself am navigating this experience for the first time, it's going to be a process to get this to the finish line. However, I wanted to introduce you all to this new world as soon as I could, and not make you wait any longer than you needed to. That is why, in addition to a game, I am also going to present Histrobea Chronicles as a series on my YouTube channel, similar to other video series I have done, where I present you guys with trailers, get you more acquainted with this world and its characters, and of course the Histrobea themselves, and overall just create an exciting environment that we can all get lost in. Then, when the time is right, I will start releasing episodes of this Histrobea Chronicles series, where the story of this game, along with its gameplay, will play out in an episodic format. From there, as we continue to move forward with the YouTube series, I intend to eventually release the game for all of you to be able to play for yourselves once it is finally ready. This game and project does not have a definitive release date at this point, but my team and I are working hard to be able to bring this to you as soon as we can, and I will bring you updates here as well as on my other social media as soon as they are available, so be sure to subscribe and follow me so you don't miss out. The other primary reason why I wanted to release this as a YouTube series in addition to the game is simply because it needs the support. Getting a project like this off the ground, quite frankly, has taken a monumental effort on my part and on my team's part, and that has just been to get where it is now, let alone where we want to get it as a finished product that you will be able to play. So this series and my YouTube channel as a whole is essentially the support system for this project, and if you're interested and want to see this happen, I would humbly ask you to please support the series and support my channel. Watch videos, share them around, leave comments and likes, whatever you can do to help give this project a boost, please do, because something like this can only really happen if we all come together for it. And speaking of support, if you want to go the extra mile and really help to support this project, consider checking out and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Outside of watching videos, this is going to be one of the most direct and effective ways to support Histrobea Chronicles, and if you do become a patron, you're going to get some amazing benefits as well. This includes early access to future trailers and updates, behind-the-scenes looks and exclusive content focused on the development of the project, a glimpse at some of the cut content from the project, and, most importantly, early access to demos to be able to try out the game for yourself. There are also a bunch of other perks that are being offered on my Patreon as well, and there's truly so much that is being offered over there, in addition to it being a way to help bring this project to life. So please consider checking that out with the link in the description if you are able to and interested. I'm sure there are many more questions that you all have, and I will do my best to answer what I can, but in the meantime, I would encourage you to stay tuned for future trailers and updates that are set to come soon and will help to answer some of those questions, as this is only the very beginning.
I think that it is pretty much just an outro. Make sure to check out the original video. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me what you think of Histrobea down in the comment down below. And I'll see you guys in another video.